Good morning, evening, afternoon, or night, whoever you are, I hope you're right. I'm the Better Gentleman, and today we're playing some Satisfactory. Well, less playing and more me explaining to you what my future plans are and how I plan on organizing a few of my elements. So I hope you enjoy. My hope is to get a couple of these things done today, as I now have some of the components that I need. For instance, I can do a protein inhaler. Huh. Um, I'm not sure inhaling protein is very healthy. Anyway, I can also make these. So that should be pretty easy actually to make. Let's do it.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs and thus have more potential energy storage. They can now be processed into power shards.
And this is a purple power slug. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for them. Can't make that. Can do that. And that. Okay, so I can do these two, both of which would be interesting to have.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of fixed property has been noted. You owned a microwave. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
No, I don't feel refreshed at all. That's funny. Okay. Let's go have some fun with our new toy, shall we? Some organic matter would not hurt. Up! First creature to fight. Ow. There you are. Can't see them very well. Two shots. That's all it takes. Cool. Two shots for those guys. Can I just like... That doesn't seem to be working. This doesn't seem to be working. What? What the heck? Huh? Oh, you. Oh, you're a big one. Well. Takes more than two. Might take four. Shoot. Got him. So that took, what, 5? 6? I'll put it in editing. Emergency door access operational. Is there gonna be a person in here? What the heck?
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your fix-it designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Right, well, we'll stop speculating then. I knew that one of the major things that I wanted to do this episode was reconstruct my constructor configuration, so this is it. This is what I've come up with. This is a 2x2 area, 2 floors high, with 3 things stuffed into it, and this can be used for whatever I need now. I am very proud of how compact this thing is. It has the splitter input into it right over here. So let me walk you through what this looks like. The splitter gets fed and sends it into these 2 sections here and here, which then go up, and one of them goes into that barrel there and gets fed into that there, which then turns it into screws and feeds it all into this barrel. The other one, right there, feeds it into that barrel. So we have all 3 of the things in a nice compound area. I will say that there's a little bit of clipping, but it is right in the center where it will eventually be covered up, and I think I'm okay with that. The goal is look, not necessarily function, and it looks really cool, even if it isn't technically possible if we're talking literally speaking, but it works in the game, and it looks amazing, and I really like the way this looks once we start stacking these things, because that's the goal here. The goal is to be able to make large towers of several levels of this kind of thing. All the barrels have ways of exiting, including that one up there has the ability to add a splitter, I think. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, right there. It has the ability to add a splitter right there, so that that barrel would exit right there. Just like with this one, everything can exit out that section there. The assemblers will probably be 1 layer in and of themselves. I have a few ideas of what I want that to look like, but I'm not entirely sure of the exact dimensions of it and what it's going to be able to function as and all of that sort of thing. Basically, I'm going to need to be able to have the assemblers be fed from a tower that will be right here, being fed by the iron and the copper here in the various types of things that it needs. Again, my hope, my wish, my prayer is to be able to put the assemblers onto 1 layer. So that would mean that I would have to have a... What would that mean? It would mean I would have to have a splitter, storage, and assembler. 2 splitters. 3 splitters. 3 splitters, an assembler, and the storage unit all in one for the different entrances and exits of that whole thing. Oi. Wait, no, exits don't matter. So it would mean that I would have to have 2 splitters, a storage, and an assembler on 1 layer. That's the goal. 1 layer being 2x2. I'm very proud of how this whole thing is turning out. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night. This is the Bedrock Gentleman, signing off.